So what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We were talking about Dad, wasn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I forgot, but it was another. Oh, in December, he had to go in all the time and get blood transfusions. And I walked out and started around the car to get in to drive, and he said, well, I'm going to drive, and here he was with a walker. I said, Dad, you can't drive. And he whirled around just real quick and headed toward the house, and by God, if I can't drive, I'm not going. I said, they don't want my blood. They want yours. So I said, you can drive, go ahead, you can drive. Well, he crept along out of the garage. We crept down here and he got down the road a little ways and he said, if I feel like I can't make it, I'll get over and let you drive. Well, I wasn't too hot on the driving because that was his job, driving. And but he got to town and we parked right in front of the Toma Hospital. And he got out of the car, and he struggled in with his walker. And then they took him to the lab and after they done whatever they done to him, they put him in a wheelchair and was going to wheel him out to the car and put him in the car. But that police officer was in the lobby with a young kid that must have, and he had him at the hospital. I don't know what that was all about. But the police guy opened and held the door open for Dad to be wheeled to the car. So he said, Ma, you get in on the driver's side.
Let the policeman.
I thought, this is a hell of a time for you to tell me to practice. Because if I wanted to get at the wheel, the only way I could do it was, and he'd run me down if he'd see me. Where are you going? Where are you going? I'm going up to Kev's to feed the cows some apples. And he'd run me down and he'd come get in the side to drive then,
He wouldn't let you drive.
And I thought, well, this is a heck of an oath. And I had to go down to Rexall and get him a prescription. And that's Scotty, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he was, you know how Dad was. I'd think, I see a spot where I think I can get out of it, so I might drive 3-4 cars down because it'd be and he'd wait until I'd get, no, don't park there, park here.
Yeah.
Then I'd say, well, no, I feel comfortable here. Oh, yeah, you seem to know it all. Well, balls, I was driving and thought I could get in and out of this place, but he'd watching this. So I would just well pleased that he drove because I'd never done it right and I wasn't a good driver. But if he was sitting there
Bitching at
critical, you would make one, you wouldn't even know where you were if you thought he's watching everything.
And he did.